What you have to do is you have to have the 4 aces already set up, and those are on top of the pack. Okay, so you're going to have 4 cards selected, 4 different spectators, just like that. Now when you put them back in, in 4 different places, and what you're going to do now is my original multiple shift, just done like this. As soon as you show them like that, as you come back, you angle jog them like that. What you do is you'll have to zoom on this. Your right hand covers here with your middle finger hitting the cards up against the crotch of your thumb like that. You're going to slightly bevel these cards to help with cover. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift up all the cards above this top card, just slightly. Then what you're going to do is you're going to, with your pinky and your fingers, you're going to pull these cards back. You're really going to have to zoom to get that. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull all these cards out of those cards like that, really quick. Then you're going to go like that. Now these cards should still be spread, but by that time, as soon as you do that, the moment you do that, you come over and you push these cards in, push them in at an angle, keeping a pinky break on them like that. And that's my multiple shift. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and get it from this side. What you're going to do is right there, you're going to, where the pinky break was, you're going to break the deck. Now those are the 4 cards right here. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 selections going on top of the aces. In jog, shuffle off. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the in jog, keeping a pinky break, and you're going to cut down packets off until you cut off at the break, which brings the tally to the top. So you have, right here on top, you have the 4 selections followed by the 4 aces. That brings you to here. You can do any false shuffles or cuts you want at this point. And then what you're going to do is double cut or pass the top card to the bottom in your false shuffle sequences. So you have 1 card on the bottom. Now what you're going to do here is a production. You're going to do, first you're going to do the old wind up the deck gag like this. And you're just riffling the deck as you're pretending to wind up. Then what you do is you grab the deck in biddle grip, and you're going to do the Kelly move. But you're not going to stop there. You're going to keep going with your fingers until you lever the card around to the back of the deck. Now right here, your knuckles are going to be sliding the card like this. We call it the typewriter production. This was shown to me by Chris Kenners, which I don't know who to credit on it because I heard some old man back east was doing it. So I'm sorry I don't have a credit for that. But that here is your knuckles. So it makes the card go back. Okay, showing you again from different angles so you can get the gist of it. So it's a card rise. When you get to here, your pinky comes around, spins the card around. Beautiful production. Then you don't stop there, you finger roll the card to here, setting it down. First card. Now, what you're going to do at this point, have the box nearby. You're going to do now the old boomerang card. When you do the boomerang card, you're going to do a charlet cut over here. And you're going to catch that into the pack. Not easy to do. But if you practice, you can hit it. Now when you spread down the deck, it lands, it boomerangs through the air. It lands right next to the second selection. Just like that. Now as you're showing that, you're going to get a break on the top card. Pinky break. You're going to steal them off. So you're stealing that card off behind those 2 cards. And as soon as you do that, you back spread this. So you have the third selection hidden underneath. Now you're going to dribble the cards, throwing the cards through, doing a sandwich. Sorry, little mistake there. Let me fix that. And that was I forgot to. As you steal the card to the bottom, what you're going to do is thumb this card and put that there, like that. So it's actually between, but they just can't see it. So you're working with a double here. You just dribble, tossing that through. It looks like it catches, just like that. Revealing the third selection. Now, what I do is I use the box as a stand. An old little bit from Expert Card Technique. Now at this point, you have the one card on top of the four aces. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut off about a third of the pack. Pharaoh shuffle those in. Now just be careful when you Pharaoh shuffle those in that you're not going to be mixing up the aces or anything. So you're still, as soon as you do that Pharaoh, you're going to keep your stack there. Now you're going to do the old gun bit. I use this as a target. And what's neat about this is sometimes when you do it, and what you're doing here is your thumb brings down the card, so it's down jock. That's the selection. Your pinky's going to hit it here, like that, which is going to cause it to shoot, cause the gun to fire like that. Now what's going to happen here is sometimes when you do it, it won't actually land, not like that, but I've had it land like this, and if it does, just act like it was all meant to be. But mostly what you want to do is you want to try and hit the target there. So you just do it, aim and hit. See, that was pretty good. And that will reveal the fourth selection there. Now I set it right in front of me, and then you can do any type of flourishy from there, keeping your aces on top. Now, at this point, when you're squaring up the cards, you just have them slightly spread, or you can pinky count. I just spread them and get a break on the four aces like that blatantly. Now, what you're going to do now is you're going to dribble the cards on the table, but you still have the break as you're dribbling, so that the last thing you drop is the aces, and there's the aces there, and leaving them slightly spread. Now this should just be a jumbled up mess here, just like you're just dribbling the cards on the table. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the selection. The audience think the trick's over, so they're not really paying attention at this point. So you kind of catch them off guard on the offbeat. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the selections, take them into biddle grip in the right hand. Then, as I say, oh, the box is in the way, just some lame excuse, what you're doing is you move the box as soon as your hand crosses. What I'm doing is this, I'm just blatantly picking up the cards there with my middle finger. But that's done under just moving the box out of the way. So what you've done is you've stolen the aces to the back there. Now you're going to do the flick change, but I'm doing it with four cards, which makes it interesting. As you flick it, it's just going to, when you hit it, it's going to pivot around. I'll do it slowly so you can see. Now when you do it fast, that will look like, it'll look decent. So you want to do it faster, so you just hit it and get the four aces. Okay? Now, that's the explanation for DARIN'S opener.